So I wanted to get live, come on live real quick, probably like 15, 20 minutes, and talk about the importance of discovering and the importance of living in your purpose. It's probably one of the most important things in this world. And if you do not know what that is, then I know you are not living a life that is successful to the extent of the life that you could be living. If you do not know what your purpose is, I know you're not living a successful life to the extent of what you could be living. Because I want you to write this down. I want you to remember this. Your greatest potential is locked inside of your highest purpose. And until you know what that purpose is, you'll never meet the greatest version of yourself, right? I want you to really write that down and remember that. Your greatest potential is locked inside of your highest purpose. And until you know what that purpose is, you'll never meet the greatest version of yourself, right? So the version of you that is living your dreams, that is traveling, that is making the money, that is living your dream job, that version of yourself is directly tied to the purpose in which you're living in. It's tied to the extent that you're living in your purpose. But if you're not living in your purpose, then you're not going to actualize that person. So I wanted to really just hop on this real quick and talk about it. The importance of living in your purpose. Drop some emojis below if you tapped in. Whatever type of emoji, drop it down below. Drop it down below. Let me know that you tapped in. And then we about to dive in. We about to dive in, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why I'm so passionate about purpose, right? A lot of people have heard me talk about purpose. I've talked about it a lot, and I'm going to keep talking about it, right? And the reason I'm so passionate about people talking about their purpose, Paul, what's up? Aaliyah, what's up? Right? The reason I'm so passionate about talking about people living in their purpose is because it's the thing that brings the most success in your world, the most fulfillment, the most happiness. I coach high-level entrepreneurs, right, that are doing millions of dollars a year in business, but are unhappy because they have the finances, but they don't have the fulfillment, right? I want you to remember this. Your purpose brings you fulfillment. A job can bring you finances. Your purpose is what you were created to do. A job is what you get paid to do, right? Your purpose is what God made you for. God made you to bring into this world. A job is what you get paid in order to fulfill. So if all you're doing is working a job and you're only doing it to get a paycheck, then you're not living in your purpose. Yo, listen, I study the great people in this world. I study great people, great people. Even in the Bible, studying Jesus, right? And I'm not a theologian. I think that would be clear. But regardless if you're studying Jesus, Allah, Buddha, all of these different people, right? And great people, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa. If you listen to what these people said, even read their books and everything, they never said that I had a job to do. These people always said there's work to be done. They never said I have a job to do. They always said there's work to be done. Well, what's the definition of work? Why is that significant? If you look up the definition of work, it's going to say mental, physical, and I like to add spiritual activity in order to achieve a purpose. So work is mental, physical, or spiritual activity that you do in order to achieve a purpose. So if all you're doing is working a job for a paycheck, then you are just going a job. You're not doing your work, right? You're not doing your work because what purpose is it achieving? You're just getting a paycheck out of it. That's why they never said that I have a job to do. Mother Teresa never said there's a job to get done. She said there's work to be done, right? So if you don't know your purpose, then how are you spending physical, spiritual, mental activity to achieve a purpose and you don't know what that purpose is? So a lot of you are unhappy in your life because you're spending your energy, you're spending your time, you're spending your mental power doing things that does not achieve a purpose. So yet you're like you're busy. You're busy. You're not productive. You're busy. Productivity has to do with your purpose. Right? What's the difference between being busy and being productive? Being busy is like a rocking chair. In a rocking chair, you can sit on a rocking chair. You can sit at it all day. You can rock back and forth, do all this motion, all this motion, all this motion. And then at the end of the day, you're in the exact same place. So a lot of you are doing things. You're too busy to work on yourself. You're too busy to sign up for a course. You're too busy to read a book. You're too busy to look into personal development. You're too busy to develop your personal self. And then at the end of the day, you look at your life and you're in the exact same position. That's why it's imperative that you start learning information that can take you from being busy, that can help you start being productive in your life. See, productive is like you're actually moving someplace. You're making progress. Your yesterday doesn't look like your today. Your last year doesn't look like this year. Right? That's when you're being productive. If you look at my life, I'm not busy at all. When people say, oh, you're too busy to do, I'm never busy. I'm never busy. I find the poorest people in this world are the people that are so busy to do something. Right? I'm not too busy. I'm not busy at all. I'm productive. My life is upward and forward progress. Why? Because I'm consistently living in my purpose. So I'm consistently actualizing myself. I'm consistently bringing my gifts to this world. I'm consistently making myself known to the people. So I'm consistently making progress. So my life progress, my finances progress, my happiness, my intellect, my well-being, all of it is consistently progressing. So the Kusudi that you're looking at right now is going to be different than the Kusudi you're looking at in a month, or the Kusudi you're looking at in 6 months, or the Kusudi you're looking at in a year. Why? Because my life is consistently progressing. Your life looks the same as it did last year because your time is spent being busy, not progressing. You're not doing anything that is really going to get you ahead. You're not doing anything in this season that's truly going to get you ahead in next season. So you have to start in figuring out for yourself and discovering, and I walk people through that in my life creation course, Cora, Creators of Reality Academy. Is actually the first lesson in my academy. It's the first thing that I do with my people is I help them discover what their purpose is. That's the first lesson in my academy. Right, I have a 12-week academy. It's about to get built out to 20 weeks up in this up and coming months. I'm adding 8 more weeks to it. And week number 1 is discovering. It's walking you through a process in order to discover what your purpose is. If you're interested in that, you could click the link to join my Life Creators Facebook group. That's pinned. It's a free Facebook group. You can click that link and then you can learn more. Everybody should be clicking that link to get free information, to join a community, to get free information to better your life. Each and every person that's on this live should be clicking that link. But it's the first thing that I walk people through. Because if you don't know your purpose, then I know you're lost. You don't have a plan for life. You don't have a real vision for life. And even if you have a dream, you don't feel that you have the capabilities in order to bring that dream into fruition. Because you don't know what you were created for. Understand this. The Creator has never created anything without a purpose. If you study creation, study nature, study animals, study every colors, every single thing in this world was created for a purpose. There's nothing that the Creator created without a purpose. Right? And the thing is, understand this, your purpose is not even for you. Your purpose is for the people. Your purpose is not for you. Your purpose is for the people. It's for others. Look at nature. The apple tree never eats its own apples. It got the best apples. The apple tree never eats its own apples. The peach tree can have the best peaches in this world. It doesn't eat its own peaches. Right? It's for something else. So if you look at even studying, even down to the colors, y'all, certain flowers are not for us just to marvel at its beauty. Certain flowers can only attract certain insects. Certain insects are colorblind. Excuse me. Certain insects are colorblind. They can only see certain colors. So when they see the color on that flower, that's why they go specifically to that flower, because that flower, that color is meant, its purpose is to attract that certain insect so that way it can reproduce, repollinate, all of these different things. Everything in this world was created for a purpose. So why do you think that you weren't created with a purpose? Why do you think God doesn't have something amazing? God, the universe, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, whatever you identify with as source, why do you think that that source doesn't have something phenomenal for your life? Do you really think that you were meant just to work a job, just to get a paycheck, just to struggle, just to feel lost, just to feel confused? Like, do you really think the creator created you for that? What creator will want to create a defective product? I want you to catch this real quick. This is how I know that the creator wants you to win. There has been no creator in the history of this world that has created a product just for it to be defective. Do you think Steve Jobs would want to create an iPhone for it not to be able to fulfill on the capabilities of what it's telling you that it could fulfill on? I really want y'all to catch this. Do you think that somebody will want to make a microwave that doesn't work? Or a Chevy will want to make a car that doesn't drive? Like, does that make sense? No, because why? Because the moment is defective. What is that reflective on? That is reflective of the creator of that product. If the iPhones was terrible, everybody would be saying Steve Jobs created a terrible product. When cars break down, people say, oh, Chevy creates horrible cars. So why would God want to create you just for you to be defective if you are a reflection of him, of it, of her, whatever you identify with? Anybody that creates something would want that product to win. It would want that product to fulfill on the reasons that it was created for. So your lack of ability is not a reflection of source, because source created you for a reason. Your lack of life, your lack of fulfillment, your lack of happiness, your lack of finances is reflective on your lack of going to get new information that could change your life. It's reflective of your lack of knowingness of self. It's a reflective of your lack of knowingness of your purpose. It's reflective of your lack of knowledge that could take your life to the next level. And that's only because, not even because you don't have the info. Everybody that's watching this call, you could join a free Facebook group right now. If you want to talk to me and you want to figure out how you can really learn, you could join my academy, Creators of Reality Academy. So there's not even an excuse that you don't know anymore. It's just people are not taking action. And then you're wondering why your life is not as happy, it's not as fulfilled, it's not as successful as it could be. Because the people that need you in this world, they can't even find you because you don't even know who you are. You don't even know who you are. So the people that are looking for you, the people that want to invest in you, the people that want to spend with you, they can't even do that because they can't find you. Because you don't even know who you are to make yourself known before the people, to make yourself known before the world, to make yourself known in the marketplace. So instead, you settle and you get a paycheck. You settle and you let somebody tell you how much you're worth. When you're working an hourly job, they're literally telling you how much you're worth. You are worth $13 an hour. You are worth $15 an hour. You are worth $18, $20 an hour, $30 an hour. You're letting somebody else tell you what you're worth because you don't even know what you're worth, because you don't know your purpose. And then you get mad when you get fired. Nobody can fire you from your purpose. They can fire you from a job. My last time getting fired was my last time ever working a job in my life. That was what, 5 years ago? Because how can somebody else tell me what I'm worth? How can God create me in a way to which somebody else could put their opinion of my worth off on me and then you accept it? Oh, okay, cool. I'll take $13 an hour. I'll take $15, $18, $20 an hour. Ooh, $25 an hour. Ooh, that's a good check. That's $50,000 a year. Come on, y'all. People are not looking for you. People don't care about you. People don't care about me. People care about my purpose. People care about my gift. If LeBron James was just 6'7" LeBron James working on 86 in Michigan at Walmart, you wouldn't care about LeBron, but you care about him because he's hooping. And he actualized himself. He actualized his purpose, his gift. If I was still Marlo up the street, a lot of y'all would not be tapped in right now. But because of who I am and the way I've actualized myself, then you'll tap in, you'll listen, you'll reach out. My clients pay me tens of thousands of dollars for coaching. Tens of thousands of dollars for coaching. Nobody will be paying me tens of thousands of dollars per client for coaching. I've made over multiple six figures this year off of coaching in my academy and my teachings. That's even outside of my car rental business or this investment or this investment. I just had a client, go check my last post. I just had a client fly all the way to Florida to meet me. I didn't fly to him. He flew to me to meet me for 2 days so that way I could work with him on his life. The only reason a client is doing that is because I've made myself known to this world. I've actualized my purpose. So when they look at me, they're like, he knows something. He's recreated himself. He's living his purpose, and I want that. But if I was never doing that, then they will be needing somebody, and they wouldn't even be able to find me because I haven't made myself known to them. Ask yourself, what people are waiting for you? What opportunities are waiting for you? What money is waiting for you that it can't even get to you because you don't know you? So you accept what somebody else gives you. You don't know you, so you don't even know what you're worth. You don't even know what to tell somebody, to charge somebody. You don't even know what service you could be providing. You don't know you, so you don't even believe in the dreams, the goals that you have. That vision that you've been having for the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. That you like, yo, listen, Kusudi, man, I know if I did this, I could make money. We've all have heard that before. Man, I know if I did this, I could make money. I know if I did this, my life could look differently. I know if I did this, I could create generational wealth. Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? You have all these ideas. Why aren't you doing it? You're not doing it because you don't have immense belief in yourself, because you don't even know what you were created to do. I know that I'm created to inspire and impact the lives of billions of people around this world. So my actions align with that because I know what I was created to do. So when I have a vision of something, I don't question the vision. I want y'all to, man, listen, I want you to take this gem. When you know that you're in alignment with source, with spirit, with your ancestors, then it's no longer an idea. It's an instruction. Start treating your ideas as instructions and watch your life change. Man, hold on. I don't think I caught that one, man. Hey, listen. Start treating your ideas as instructions and watch your life change. That is not an idea to start a business. That is an instruction to start that business. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. That is a metaphysical principle. So you didn't create that. An idea, a thought is energy. So you didn't create that idea. It got transferred to you. When you know you're in alignment with source, then you know where it's getting transferred from. So then it's no longer an idea. It's an instruction. A lot of you are questioning your ideas because you don't believe in yourself, because you don't know your purpose, so you're not in alignment with source. So you think these ideas are just coming to you from somewhere, and you don't even think that you have the ability to fulfill on it because you're not in alignment with all that is. Every idea that I have, I know it was an instruction given to me. And you know it's an instruction, what's in an idea that it doesn't leave. That's when you know it's an instruction. Y'all know that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, the dream that you've been having for years. You just can't shake it. You go to sleep thinking about it. Years, months and months and months and years go by, and you still have this same dream, this same idea, this same vision. We all know the ideas that we have that come and go. Okay, I want to do real estate one day. And then next day, I'm not thinking about it anymore. Oh, crypto's going up. I want to do crypto. I want to learn about crypto, but I'm not thinking about it no more. I want to learn how to trade stocks. I'm not thinking about that no more. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the ones that it doesn't leave you. No matter what you've done, you consistently have this idea, you have this dream, you have that vision. Those are the ones that are instructions. Those are the ones that you need to start taking seriously. Those are the ones that you need to build your internal capability to know that you have the belief, the confidence in order to fulfill on all that you see in your mind's eye. But when you don't know your purpose, when you don't even have a foundation, how is it that you're going to build? How can you build a house without a solid foundation? Your purpose is the foundation. You can only go as deep as your purpose is rooted. Y'all know when I'm going to go so high in my life, and I already have at such a young age, it's because I'm so deeply rooted in my purpose. That's why people 20 years older than me will pay $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $50,000 for the year to work with me. And I'm 28 years old, and they 58 years old. One of my clients started $1 billion company. Sold a company for 8 figures. I've never sold a company for 8 figures, so why is it that he'll pay me? Because I'm rooted in my purpose and he's not. I learned how to recreate myself. He hasn't. So yeah, he's done good in business, but how good would he do if he was rooted in his purpose? How good would he do if he was learn how to create himself? How good would he do if he really had a solid foundation? That's why they pay. And I don't have to know how to do what you do, but I know how to pull out the best version of you so that way you could do the best that you know how to do. You already know what you need to do. You just fearful. You just doubtful. You don't have self-belief. You question if you're capable of doing it. I don't have to tell you what to do. If all I did was to get you to take action on the things that you already know you need to do for your life, how differently would your life be? Drop some emojis if you with me, man. Drop some fire emojis if you getting content out of this. If all I did was to get you to take action on the things that you already know you need to do for your life. I didn't teach you anything else. I just got you to take action on the things that you already know you need to do in your life. How differently would your life be? It's you that's holding you back. It's nobody else. God wants you to succeed. Source wants you to succeed. Spirit wants you to succeed. Your ancestors want you to succeed. I promise they do. Because you're a reflection of them. Would you want your son to fail? Would you want your daughter to fail? Nah, because then what? It's like, oh, your parents didn't teach you right. So why does Source want you to fail? Why do you think Source wants you to fail? Source don't want you to fail. But you got to do the work. You got to create a foundation for yourself. You need to start spending your energy actualizing yourself in this world, making yourself known to the people. So that way people can find you. People can't even find you right now because you're too busy posting about Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion and this person and that person and this court case and that court case. And none of this is bringing any type of value to your life. None of it is changing your life. Your life ain't look no different being on Facebook all day. The only way your life is going to look different is by you tapping into this live right now. And if you tapped into other things, don't get me wrong. But a lot of y'all not tapped into things like this. So when you just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, you just doing and doing, and you just waking up and waking up and waking up. You guys are just breathing, y'all. But you not living. Aren't you tired of just breathing? Don't you want to start living? I spent 6 months out of the country in this last 2 years. Africa for a month. Mexico for a month and a half. Portugal for 2 months. I just came back from Jamaica for 5 weeks. Like 2, 3 weeks ago. I've spoken around the world. I've made amazing money. I've been living. I've been living. Not just breathing. I've been living. I've been experiencing life. Seeing different cultures. Experiencing different foods. Traveling the world. Being able to practically do most of anything I want to do as far as experience-wise. Now, of course, there's levels to it, right? I don't have the money to buy a yacht or a private jet or all these different things. But I could fly anywhere in the world right now that I want to. Like, for real, I could go anywhere. I could wake up tomorrow and be in any country for any amount of time I want to. I'm blessed, truly blessed. But understand this, I'm not better than you. The only difference between me and you is I've discovered my purpose and I'm living in it. That's the only difference. I'm not better than you. I promise you I'm not better than you. I'm very great. I know I'm great in this world. I have superior confidence in my abilities. I promise you I do. And there's nobody that will ever work with me and not get results. I facilitate transformation at the highest level. I promise you I do. But I promise you this, there's something that you do that I can never do. There's people that will come to you that will never come to me. There's an impact that you can make that I can never make. Only difference between me and you is I've discovered my purpose and I spent every waking hour of my life living in it and actualizing it into this world. If you want your life to go to the next level, if you want your life to look differently in 2023 than it does in 2022, you need to build a foundation for yourself. You need to root yourself in something. And I'm here to invite you to root yourself in your purpose. Once you do that, I promise you, the person on the opposite end of that purpose is different than the person on this end. Because on the opposite end of that purpose is all your manifestation. It's all your goals. It's all your aspirations. It's all your dreams. It's all the things that you've been praying to God for. It's on the opposite end of your purpose. But you cannot build something on a weak foundation. And there's nothing more solid than being rooted in the reason you were created for. It's the first thing I do with my coaching clients. It's the first lesson in my academy. Again, I have Core, Creators of Reality Academy. It's a 12-week academy, about to be 20 weeks, where I take you through processes, systems, and teachings that could drastically change your life. And the first lesson is walking you through a process to discover your purpose. It's a thing that I've spoke about on stages around the world, literally in front of thousands and thousands of people around Africa, even when I'm in Jamaica, even when I'm in an Uber. It's rule number one is you got to discover what your purpose is in this world. You got to make yourself known. You got to fulfill on the reason that you were created for. Your life looks radically different on the opposite end of that. That person that's living in their purpose, that's the person that's going to create everything you've been desiring. That's the person that's going to manifest everything that you've been praying for, everything that you've been meditating on. It's not this person. How do I know that? Because I know it from personal experience. When I rooted myself in my purpose, my life changed. So I'm not talking to you guys to something I read in a book. Nah, I was in jail facing 10 years in prison, asking myself, yo, God, there got to be more than life than this. What is my purpose? If I had my journal right now, I'll show you. I still got my journals from when I was in jail. What is my purpose, yo? There got to be more than life to this. I'm making $11 an hour. God, there's got to be more than life to this. And I promise you there is. I've traveled to multiple countries, have done over 7 figures in business, made great money, and it's all because of me discovering my purpose. So I invite you to do the same. If you want to start learning tools and strategies that could take your life to the next level, you need to start taking advantage of the resources that are presented to you. The link in this chat, join my Life Creators Facebook group. That is a free Facebook group where it's a community of people that I share more tools, more strategies, more knowledge with that could take their life to the next level. That is something free right now you could join. And if you want to learn how to tap into it at a deeper level, to go to my academy or work with me one-on-one, then when you join the group, you can put in there, and the questions are going to say, do you want more information? Do you want somebody to reach out for more information? Somebody with my team will reach out to you to book a call and schedule it. So that way you can really learn the information that could take your life to the next level. This is the best gift that you could give anybody. I don't care if you buy and you sign up for the academy, and then you tell your wife, you tell your best friend, you tell your hubby, you tell your whatever, hey, listen, we're not doing Christmas. We're investing into ourselves. We're investing into our personal development. Because, listen, we've been doing Christmas the last 5 years, 10 years, and our life really don't look that much differently. So why don't we do something differently this year? Why don't we invest in ourselves? Why don't we give ourselves a gift? Give ourselves the gift of purpose, of confidence, of belief, of love, of joy, of happiness. Instead of investing in liabilities, toys, TVs, things that depreciate, and things you're just going to go out and buy again next year, shoes. Invest in yourself. You are your greatest investment. You are your greatest asset. There's nothing in this world that can bring a return like yourself. You got to know that. You got to tell yourself that. I tell myself all the time, I am my best investment. There's nothing that can get a return like Kusudi. Hey, I promise you, there's nothing that can get a return in this world like Kusudi. But you got to have that confidence for you. And that confidence comes with it being rooted in something. And I'm here to invite you to root that in your purpose. So join that Facebook group. I'm about to be out. Is there any questions? Does anybody have any questions before I cut out? I really want to get on here and just give y'all some information. I'm about to be going live every Thursday at 6 p.m. So make sure you tap in. Make sure you share. I'm going to be giving away free coaching sessions, probably free memberships into Academy to people that tap in and share. Are there any questions before I get out of here? I invite everybody to click the link, join the free Facebook group, get free tools, free strategies that can take your life to the next level. Join a community of people that are looking to grow. Join a community of people that want to take their life and better their life. And make sure that 2023 looks differently than 2022. But I promise you this is my last thing. If you don't do anything differently right now, then next year is going to look exactly the same. 2023 is only going to look differently when you do different things in 2023 than what you did in 2022. But if all you're doing is the exact same thing, how do you expect to get a different result? My invitation to you is start getting knowledge for yourself. Information changes situations. And if you want to change the situation that you're in your life, if you want to change your happiness, if you want to change your confidence, if you want to change your belief, if you want to change your finances, your joy, right? Then you must get new information in order to do that. And my free Facebook group, that will give you the information. My academy will 100% give you the information. And if we work one-on-one, that's definitely going to give you the information. So tap in. I appreciate y'all. I'll be on live again Thursday, 6 p.m. next Thursday. I'm out, y'all. Appreciate you. Have a phenomenal day.